Namaste, beautiful brothers and sisters. Welcome to this live. Let's just change the settings so that it's public. Edit audience. Public. So we'll just wait for everyone to jump on the call and yeah. Amazing, amazing. Might put on some lipstick while we're waiting. We need to have a little bit of lip gloss when you're coming through with a very potent global message. So if you're watching this, let me know. Let me know. Say hello. Just looking for my stuff. Right, now let's just see if anyone's actually joining us. Here we go. Oh, got 4 people. I think we can do better than that. Oh, got 10 people. Okay, so let's share this video, brothers and sisters. Let's let everyone know that I'm live. And hi, Leah. And we'll get this live party happening. Oh gosh. So yeah. Let's spread the word. Let's share it. Right, I'm going to share it on my prosperity group, quantum prosperity, and right, so to say live now. Live now. I will upload this to not Facebook. I will upload this to YouTube, and I will upload it, or I'll try and upload it to Instagram. But anyway, so I just wanted to make a message to let everyone know that very, very, very important galactic information came through last night about the current global situation. Now, it all started off when about the ancestors ceremony. So obviously the energies are building up now to Samhain. It's Samhain in the Northern Hemisphere, it's Beltane in the Southern Hemisphere. And notoriously, we all know that it's very famous that at the time of Samhain, the oh my God, I hope I haven't frozen. Have I frozen? No, I haven't. At the time of Samhain, that the veil between the interdimensional realms is notoriously very, very, very thin. So, you know, there's been this whole kind of like global way, or this earthly way of us celebrating Halloween and stuff like that. But it's redundant now. It's expired. Like that way was it was only going to work with asleep humanity. Now that we are awake humanity, and I say that with great confidence based on the fact of what I was shown. So it's very difficult because this message is like a spiral. It's not non-linear. So as I'm delivering this message, you have to sort of like bear with me. It's a very, very deep message, and we will get there, but it's actually a spiral. It's non-linear how this is coming through. So basically what my team, how it all started last night was that I was shown that a lot of the twin flames, like especially the divine feminines, because we are very, very, very highly evolved, extremely empathic and sensitive souls, we've really, really deeply taken on board all of the abuse, particularly sexual abuse that has sort of been happening on the planet for the last few thousand years. So there are some of us that are lucky we didn't experience it in this lifetime. I didn't experience it in this lifetime, but I come from a lineage of very, very heavy duty sexual abuse. And we live on a planet where something like 1 in 3, 1 in 4 people have been abused. And that's okay. If you're asleep and unconscious, you will manage to get through life without having to deal with that and having to process that, or having to atone that, or having to heal that. But for those of us that are on the awakening path, or the awake path, what we realize is that you know, we're holding that trauma to a certain extent. We've been holding that trauma of the abuse that is happening to this day. Like there are children that are still being abused. There are still like child brides, do you know what I mean? That it's still prolific. And because we've had many lifetimes, I've had many lifetimes of being abused. I come from a family lineage where the abuse is very heavy. It's like we've all got major issues to clear in our sacral chakra. So it all started like that. I was shown last night that, and obviously, you know, we're in Scorpio season. This is the time of sexuality. This is the time where, you know, this is the most appropriate time for us to address our sexuality and to bring those healing codes to our sexuality. And so what I was shown last night was that a lot of twin flames, because we're very, very highly evolved souls, there's quite a lot of blocks within our sacral chakra. And this is to do with unprocessed fear and trauma, to do with murder, abuse, and rape that has happened to us over many, many, many lifetimes. So what I was shown in the last night was that in the ancestor ceremony, we are being guided to orchestrate a sacral chakra reatonement, or atonement, you could say. We are going to be recorrecting the most profound distortions and energies that have been stuck within the sacral chakra, which are specifically to do with trauma, specifically to do with murder. Someone's got to say it, but we're in the Scorpio season. Like, we've got to talk about this, brothers and sisters. We can't do, oh, love and light, blah, 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 angels and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, we have got a planet to sort out. We have got like so much light. There's so much darkness that we need to bring the light to. And no stone gets left unturned. Like, on this ascension path, no stone gets left unturned. So what's going on? As my team was showing me, like, as the sort of like, we're kind of like hitting a critical mass point of, call it the solar flash, call it the event, call it whatever you like. There's going to be some sort of kind of like crux, evolutionary crux that we've all signed up for. And so as we approach that crux, call it the event, call it the solar flash, many names for it, we're all going to be exponentially evolving at an exponential rate. And this means this is deeply, deeply connected to the trauma patterns that we're going to be clearing. So what I was shown was that there's this whole wave of twins that are going to be coming into union, connected to the 1111 portal, connected to the winter solstice, and all of the energies that are building up at the moment, with all of the planets going direct. We've just come out of a major retrograde season, and now all the planets are going direct. That means that it's like mission is on. So in order to support these unions that are now aligning, we need to do this clearing work in the sacral chakra. And this is deeply connected to our ancestral lineages. Archie Bear. This is deeply connected to our ancestral lineages and the trauma and the abuse and the murder and the rape that we have all experienced. That's what it's all about now, brothers and sisters. So I did it. It landed last night, and I ended up pulling out so much. There was shame, there was guilt, there was fear, there was terror. There was so many emotions and kind of like vibrations that I had to revisit. Now, most of them weren't even from this lifetime. A lot of them came from my mother and from her womb and from my grandmother, and the fact that like those abuse imprints were sort of like imposed upon me whilst I was in my mother's womb. So a lot of the clearing that I was doing last night was to do with my lineage, you know, was to do with my maternal lineage, where a lot of the abuse was perpetuated via the feminine line. So I ended up, and I wrote a comment on Facebook last night saying that the ancestor ceremony is dropped, and I sobbed for the last hour. And I did. I was like pulling out the most incredible blocks that even me, like even I still have been holding within my sacral chakra. And it was extraordinary, because because there is a way to clear trauma, there is a way to transmute, there is a way to process, there is a way to eradicate these imprints from our vessel. And this is what we're going to be doing in the ancestor ceremony. I'm going to be sharing with you the most extraordinary protocol, and I actually learned this, well, I'm taking inspiration from this amazing woman that I'm going to tell you all about on the ancestor ceremony. She's helped me out of a lot of sticky situations, and so I'm going to be working a little bit with her thing that she shared with me, and I'm going to be sharing this protocol with you. As obviously it's going to be adapted, but it's next level, like next level for clearing the patterns and the trauma patterns. So I'm just going to see if anyone's commented on this. I've got 43 people. I've been doing this again the past few days. Highly triggered and deep wounds of trauma of the patriarch. Yeah, that's right. So this is what's going on. So it's very, very powerful, the ancestor ceremony. And I'm taking inspiration from the 1010. Like in the 1010, we did an emotional clearing, and it was really, really ridiculously powerful. And literally everyone was crying, everyone was sobbing, everyone had a experienced an actual timeline collapse situation. And that's what it's all about. It's about timeline collapsing. I'm going to teach you how to collapse timelines. I mean, what even is a timeline? A timeline is, you could say like a timeline is a little bit of like when we have a traumatic experience as a child and we don't process that, and we're not supported to process that, then what happens is it creates like a knot within our energetic circuitry. And so when there's a knot, we can't really evolve. We just stay stuck, and we just stay looping and looping and looping. And then based upon that loop, that creates our destiny, that creates our reality, and we call that a timeline. So what we're going to do is we're going to address that trauma, collapse that timeline through this technique that I'm going to share with you all. And then we're going to co-create brand new timelines that are really, really in alignment with our sacred union. And please know that all of this work that we're doing is massively supporting the twin flames that are coming into union. So I just wanted to say that. Now I'm going to go on to speak about the other download that I got, but I have to speak in code about this because this is not a safe subject really to speak about. But what I will say about the situation down under is this. I was shown last night that okay, so what I was shown last night was pieces of the puzzle. It was like, you know, like a reveal where they don't give you all of the pieces, but they say, can you guess what's really going on? But we're going to give you a few pieces. That's what happened. There were certain pieces which didn't link, and I'm going to meditate very deeply on these aspects today and come back to you. But I want to share with you what my team shared with me last night. And what I was shown was, and it was all to do with the ancestor ceremony, it was all to do with the portal that I went through and the clearing that I experienced within my own vessel last night, because I did the ancestor ceremony and I ended up clearing like literally lifetimes worth of sexual trauma from my sacral chakra. And so basically that obviously like did something for my vibration, and my vibration just kind of like went through the roof. And from that place, I was shown very, very clearly that there is a military takeover that is being planned behind the scenes right now in the land down under. And this is connected to the original people of the land. And they are working, I was shown that the elders are working with the high level military, and Mr. DA is not the enemy. You do know that, don't you? Mr. DA and all of the other minions, they're not really the enemy that is causing the trouble here. We know the enemy, and it's the third letter of the alphabet. Okay, the third letter of the alphabet times 2, and then the 21st letter of the alphabet. That is the enemy. So, oh, I'm doing a video, love. So what I was shown was that there are big things going on at the moment with the military in Oz, and they are preparing to take back the planet, take back Oz. And it was so amazing, brothers and sisters, what I was shown. But I don't know if you're going to believe this, but it was amazing. Oh, why isn't that working? Hold on, I've got my, it's saying, oh yeah. But I was shown that the land down under is going to be the first new Earth zone, and that the military are really gonna take it back. It might look a bit scary on the surface as that's happening. I don't know about that. Maybe it will. But they kept on showing me like these new cities, these new codes, these like the new Earth. They were showing me about the new Earth, that the new Earth is going to, the first place it's going to be claimed is in the land down under. That's what I was shown. And also what I was shown was that everything that's happening there, or a lot of what's happening there, I should say, is to wake up the sleepers. There's no judgment of your sleeper, no judgment, you're asleep, you're just not aware of what's going on. But what I was shown is that because of the situation by which that country was created, and all of the sort of like atrocities with which it was built on, this has created a lack of critical thinking within the vast populace, because had they applied critical thinking, they would have gone, no, this doesn't add up, you can't do that, that's not right, we can't do that. And so there has to have been an element of denial, do you know what I mean, like in order to cope. And it's the same with America as well, but America's much, I don't know, there is something different with America and Oz. They've got a different role, haven't they? But anyway, I was just shown that like the reason why it's quite heavy duty with the agenda is because so many of the populace is so kind of like comfortably numb with the good climate. You've had a good climate, you've had not everyone, I'm talking generally, decent climate, decent income, decent quality of life, you know, very 3D orientated. Everyone's been kind of like locked, not everyone, lots and lots of people in that landmass have been locked into that 3D sort of like paradigm. And so it's been a real number to wake up those ones down under. And that's why, as I was shown, I can only share with you what I was shown, and you must use your own discernment, as I must use my discernment when interpreting what I've been shown. But I was shown that that is the reason why it's the SHIT is majorly hitting the fan there to awaken the sleepers. And my team went on to underline and in bold that the Great Awakening is intricately connected to the amount of awake people we have incarnated on the earth. Like that is the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening is humanity waking up to their divinity and to the fact that we as a human family have been very lazy collectively, and we've given our power away to governments and authorities that do not deserve to have our power, because we're sovereign beings. And so this is a huge, massive wake-up call, and there's going to be absolutely nothing until we reach this critical mass. Now, I will say one more thing, that as per my team, what they showed me last night, we have reached critical mass. We have reached critical mass of awakening, and that was only 51%. We just needed to reach 51%. And my team were like really super rejoicing with that. And they were saying, we've done it, it's amazing. And and you know, we are going to see shifts, but that doesn't mean that we just got to like sit back on our laurels now and like, you know, not do anything. We're still on a mission to awaken as much of humanity as possible, because that will just ensure this beautiful new earth timeline can anchor with ease and grace. Anyway, it's a very, very, very complex subject. It's multidimensional, it's multifaceted. I certainly wasn't given all the pieces of the puzzle. They just gave me a few and they were like, right, just interpret what you can from that. I got a lot of, I know my team doesn't do random. They don't just like drop random visions, like very, very, very specific, the visions that they give me. So yeah, I'm just gonna check some of these comments to see. Oh, hello, Susie Bird. Love you, Jen. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, let me know how this is landing with you, because only yes, I felt for a while it's half of humanity awake, but I'm willing to help awaken more. Yeah. Thanks, Di. Did you resonate that? I want to hear what my Aussie family says. Like, is that all resonating for you, what I said? So the question, so how do we go forward? Well, we hold the line. We hold the line, brothers and sisters. What we do, we know that this is God's plan that is unfolding. We know that those people that are invited to take the gibber, like that's between them and God. Like we can't do anything about that. We can pray for an antidote. We can pray for a healing protocol for them, but that's got nothing to do with us. Like it really, really hasn't. And so we just have to detach. Like we're all going to go mental unless we detach, like from the fact that other people are making these choices. That's the only thing that's going to bring us down right now, is the choices that we see our loved ones making. But the thing is, that's between them and God. You don't know what their plan is. They might have planned to have the jibby jibs because they only want to have a short life. It's a pretty tough planet to be incarnated on. There's mass exodus going on at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So it's between them and God. You know, all we can do, we hold the line. What does that even mean, holding the line? It means focusing on the present moment, bringing our awareness to the present moment and practicing gratitude for my eyes, gratitude for my body, gratitude for my dog, gratitude for the birds singing, gratitude for the exquisite sunset. There are so many things that they cannot touch. And that is where we're all being invited to place our focus on that which cannot be threatened, you know, and that is presence, your breath, your ability to love, your ability to serve, your ability to go and be kind. Like no one has any power or control over that. That is your direct link to your God self, and you are sovereign. And that's what I mean by hold the line. Don't go into thoughts of the past and don't go into thoughts of the future. Like that's not how the master rolls. How the master rolls is that they're anchored and they're oriented. Yeah, sorry, I lost you all. I just we blew the internet, guys. We blew the internet. Anyway, so how we hold the line is that we focus on that which we have power and control over, and that is our godly imagination. And so we use our time, instead of worrying, instead of like creating the world that we don't want to live in, we focus on creating the world that we do want to live in. And that's what I mean by hold the line and be there for your brothers and sisters. Know that this is a multi-dimensional thing that is being played out here. It's not just what's playing out on the 3D. It's not just that. It really, really isn't, you know. So I just wanted to say that, everyone. It's all deeply connected to the energies of the ancestor ceremony, and huge, massive portals are opening. And this is to do with the twin flame union. And as the twin flames come into union, this exponentially raises the consciousness of the planet. And this is what it's all about. This is a frequency game that we're in, and it's like this is an invitation for you to hold that master frequency and come and be part of these amazing ceremonies that are going to heal you, and not only heal you but heal your daughters, heal all the generations to come, and actually send a healing current into your past generations as well, which is what it's all about, because we're multidimensional avatars. So it's not so part of our job is to correct the distortions that took place in the previous lifetimes, like Atlantis, like lifetimes where you were abused, where you were, you know, where terrible things happened. That's what we do. This is how we roll. This is how the master rolls. So I think that's it. I've been feeling the pressure for the last few days. It's been incredible. Do you think the troops will act soon? It's getting really, yeah, I do. Lynn, that's what I was shown last night. So I've never even had that thought, but I was shown last night. It was like I remote viewed a like it's happening now. That's what they showed me. There are very, very, very heavy duty talks going on between the elders who have a very, very deep, obviously they have a very deep spiritual relationship with the land and the portals. And we know that the military, there's so much that has been hidden from humanity. Like the high level military, they know about the fact that this is a very, 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 very deeply spiritual realm. Do you know what I mean? And they know that there's all these portals and stuff like that. And so it is, they have to work with the indigenous in order to create the necessary protection on the higher dimensional realms, but it's also on the 3D realms. Well, I don't claim to understand all the different aspects of what they're discussing, but all I was shown was that they are in discussions at the moment to take back the landmass that is known as the land down under. And this is great news. And that Mr. DA, he's not the enemy. So it's very important for everyone to realize that it's much, much deeper than that. But anyway, this is not an opportunity for us to all like hold the line, stay positive, use the power of our godly imagination to visualize the new earth. That is what we need to do right now, especially in Oz. We need to visualize the new earth. We need to visualize the new cities, the new technologies that are going to help us heal from all the poison and the toxins that have been inflicted on humanity, you know. So let's just hold that vision, brothers and sisters, and remember, this is an invitation for us to really, really step into spiritual mastery. And how we do that is by orientating our consciousness to the present moment. Why do all spiritual teachers go on and on and on and on and on ad infinitum about the present moment? Because the present moment is the place of arrival for the soul consciousness. The soul will be on a journey, or the identity of the self will be on a quest until it comes home to the present moment. That is the point of arrival. That is the final destination for the soul, is the present moment. And so this is just an opportunity for us to fast track to that place. So that's my message. It's not a long one. I've got to go out now, but so I'll post the link to book onto the ancestors ceremony. Very, very important that the ground crew come and support this deep work. Looking forward to seeing who shows up for the after party transmission. That's always very, very, very deep. You never know what's going to come through. I share music often, and I go a lot deeper into sharing the codes, the mastery codes. So, and I feel it's really important to say that whenever I speak about mastery, I'm not speaking about being a master of anyone else. I'm not a master of anyone else. I'm a master of me. I'm a master of my egoic consciousness. That's all that we can be. My soul is the master of my consciousness. My heart is the master of my consciousness. My heart is the master of my journey. My heart is the master over my egoic mind. So it's an absolute illusion to think that anyone has mastery over anyone else. Only God has mastery over anyone. No human being. That's just ridiculous. Any other messages? So yeah, I've sent out, please check your email, everyone on my subscription list. I've invited my whole community now to come and join me on the Twin Flame container. Very, very exciting opportunity for us to really, really turbo boost our manifestation skills. I'm really going to be talking about manifestation mastery and about what we need to do to level up now to manifestation mastery, to actually manifest that which we are calling in, that which we are visualizing. So very, very powerful work. Please check your emails, everyone. Also, there is one spot opening up for a one-to-one mentoring with me. I only am willing to work with someone that is truly ready, like who's ripe. Like I only, please send applications if you're ripe, if you're like an apple that's about to fall off the tree, and I can come and support you in that final bit of juiciness. But you have to have done the work. You have to have led yourself to a very, very high level where you now are aligning with a high level mentor who's going to really help you go to the much higher level. So applications are now open. There's one spot available. Very excited to see who that will fill that spot. So if that's something that excites you and you really want to work with someone, and also like I want to work with people that want to experience tangible results. Like I want to start working with people that are having breakthrough, like major breakthroughs with their income, so that we can actually observe your journey from this is what your income was when you started working with me, and now as we've been working together, this is where it's at. Because I literally am completely like smashing it on the quantum field manifestation level at the moment, and I'm just literally setting an intention and boom, it's all happening, it's all coming into alignment, and I want to share these codes with you. So there's all these different levels that you can work with me. Obviously I've got all my free videos, I've got all the thousands and thousands of hours worth of free content, and I think that's the best way to roll, isn't it? There's all these different levels that we can work with people at. So anyway, that's my message, brothers and sisters. I'll post all the links on above this video. So thank you all so much for sharing this video. In fact, let's share it now if we can. I'll share it to the event is happening group. Completely and utterly shadow banned. You can't even, doesn't even come up on my flipping doesn't even come up on my searches anymore. Anyway, whatever. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, brothers and sisters. Thank you for sharing it. I'm going to download it now, upload it to YouTube, get it uploaded into all my other platforms. Yeah, spread this message about Australia. It's very, very important, like information that's come through, and let's see how it lands with everyone else. So God bless us all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Hope it hasn't frozen again.